to assemble this engine with a transmission, and I'm very excited to get started.
Did you dream of this?
No, I never dreamt that I would be assembling the engine and the transmission in a BMW plant, especially with you, sir.
Okay. Now, I'm going to move to a special person. That's why I purposely kept her here. Everywhere, wherever you look, there are men around.
I finished my graduation. I've always been interested towards engineering, and engines has been my interest for like so many years. And I took up electrical engineering. It may sound very weird, but then I've always tried to impart my knowledge at the most in the field of automobiles as well, because it's always been my interest. So taking up something different is not very weird. I just want to support that anything you can take anything you want in your life. It's just up to you to continue with your passion, just like sir.
Oh.
Thank you so much, sir.
We are so happy that you are here, and you are a role model, is the least I can say. So keep it up, chase your dreams.
Great. Now we have a little exercise which we want to do actually. We want to show you our most important process of building the powertrain together and put this powertrain together with the car. We call this the marriage of the car. So the students have brought in from the left-hand side the transmission, which we were talking about, and from the right-hand side the engine. And I would now like to ask the team composed by Sachin and the 4 students to do the assembly bit of these 2 main components of the powertrain. Are you up for it?
Excellent, I'm up for it.
Great, okay. So at your stations, please.
My friends, we're going to come there again for photo shoot. We are going to come there again. We'll assemble this and we are going to come back again. Thank you. Excellent.
So now we need to put in 2 main bolts which will hold the transmission towards the engine. Please put in the bolts, and then you need to hand over the tool for Sachin to tighten the bolts. This looks very professional to me. Sachin, where did you learn this?
I've done it once.
Great.
I'm an experienced campaigner now.
I can see the lot of experience you are having with this. Absolutely, absolutely good.
I'm going to go for the last one.
Is the powertrain ready?
Yep. We are more or less set.
Can I get a thumbs up?
You can go ahead, all sorted. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's done?
Yes.
Great work. So, this was only the first step. Please, team, now move this engine transmission combination as a sub-assembly to the place where we need it later on to fit it in the car behind us. Please go. So what we will see now is obviously the marriage that we have prepared here in this location.
Push it that way.
You see the whole powertrain is mounted to my further left here
on your right.
On a trolley, on a white trolley. The powertrain is only complete with the axle components, with drive shafts, with suspensions, with wheel carriers, which are built on the further end here in the pre-assembly area. So now the team will move, and I think, team, we have a 15-meter sprint to push this engine towards the location where you fit it into the car. Please go ahead.
It's a good experience.
That looks really great to me, as if you were doing this every day. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah. Okay.
So now the team will push the engine on top of this yellow element. This yellow element, we call it the marriage bed. Here it will be fitted and fixed so it can have an easy access and perfect fit into the car, which is coming suspended from the top. The car already is completely assembled with all the trim interior, with the steering wheels, all the wiring harness, etc. But now the most important process in a car build is going to happen, the marriage. And as for every marriage, we need a priest. And our priest today is going to be Sachin. Sachin, how do you feel about being a priest today?
Right.
Sachin, how do you feel about being a priest today?
Right.
Okay, I see some topics here. What the guys have done first, they have scanned the engine number and the transmission number together with the unique identifier, the so-called VIN number, of the car. This is the virtual unit that they have built, engine, transmission, and car itself. This is the virtual marriage which has happened and is happening in the background through our student Selvam. What the colleagues are doing here now is one of the most critical fitments. The propeller shaft is tightened with 3 bolts. The propeller shaft brings the power of the engine onto the road through the axles. So as this is a safety critical fitting, they are doing this with a digitally controlled tool, so we can always look back at the data that we have generated. After this, what is going to happen, they will have to manually check that this fitting is sitting perfectly. And they will do this with this manual tool, which we are just holding up here. Exactly. They have to release the gear lever on this in order to have a free turn on this. Yeah, you hear the click. This is always a good sign. The next bolt is coming here. All these components are very tightly designed, and now they are fitting, as you see, the body over the engine, over the gearbox, over the propeller shaft. The colleagues are holding up here the suspensions which have to feel into these wheel arch areas. And the next process where we then really physically fit and physically marriage the powertrain with the car is on top, which I think Sachin and the team will show you, where we have to fit 3 bolts on each side, and then actually the marriage is done. And you can see why skill is required here, why technical skill is necessary. And why the combination is required to fit this in cycle times and in pristine quality.
We go this side also.
So now Sachin is being handed over bolts and a tool where we put in these 3 bolts again with an electric tool to tighten the screws absolute properly with the right torque as another safety critical.
This has become my cricket bat here. I cannot manage without this.
I'm so surprised. You are handling this as if you were doing this not for the first time, as if you had really good experience on this. Perfect. I have heard the scratch. For me, this is the indication. Another technical element. This bolt is sitting. This bolt is fixed. The second one is fitted. Super. Yeah. And I think this is the process done. Thank you very much, team. Please come here. I really enjoyed doing this work with you. Sachin, great work.
Fantastic.
Great work, team.
Thank you, sir.
I will see you later. I think Sachin has a couple of questions for you. I think over there is the place.
Come. So all this, because one thing is, as I said earlier, that you read books, you gather as much knowledge as possible, but hands-on knowledge is something different. So what is your experience?
So the thing is, this thing is certainly going to be useful for me because assembling this engine and the transmission and then coupling this entire powertrain setup to the body of the vehicle, we are actually working on a project back in our college. So gathering all this knowledge, I think I'll be able to apply these things to our project. So this will be, I'll be remembering this better than what I can actually read from the books. Doing it practically makes it remember.
Excellent.
Yes, sir.
I wish you all the very best, to you as well, and to you. My another question to you. Okay. As I said that you are a role model, and I truly believe so, because I haven't come across any woman who's taken the initiative to be part of this
We
industry.
have to go for the photo op and then we hand over the momentum.
How come you became passionate about this? And to so many youngsters who are looking up to you, what is your message to those aspiring women?
Well, I wanted to take mechanical engineering very badly back once I finished my 12th, and it was pretty hard. It was a hard competition, and many people said me that this particular branch is for guys and not for girls. Well, I wanted to make a change. Well, I couldn't go into mechanical, but I went into electrical. But I still wanted to make a change by putting my passion towards mechanical, towards engine, because engine was my interest from the beginning. So what my advice, as Sir asked, what my advice would be to the young girls is, please don't think there's only one lane to what you want to achieve. There are so many other lanes. You just have to search for multiple doors. It's not only single lane to your destination. You can find the shortest route or even the longest route, but as long as it takes to your destination, I guess it's good and well and good. Thank you.
Absolutely, and I wish you all the very best. Hope you inspire many, many across the nation.
Thank you so much, sir. Sure, sir.
Good luck. Right? Okay. This also we had planned, so we are going to go to wide mid-on, okay? We are using cricketing terms. Then we go to mid-on. Okay, straight towards the bowler. And now mid-off. Everyone happy? Okay. Right. Absolute pleasure.
Great teaching for our students here. Congratulations to all of you as well. Yeah. And just a small token of appreciation for the next 100 from us to you.
Fantastic. Well, thank you.
Come, please. Come here, students.
Thank you so much for joining us.
All right.
Thank you, students.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. One more last. One more last.
Right. Okay.
Thank you, Vikram.
Right.
Thank you, Yakam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you.
Sachin, I would like to stay for photos. Stay.
Oh, you need to stay? Oh my God. Okay. How do you want me to be? What would make you happy? Here? All right? All right? I'll start from here and I'll come there. Okay? Okay. All right? Okay. All right? Okay. All right, I'll try.
Between that side also.
Right? I'm good. Okay, I'm going to go here so you can cover both. I'll come from this side. Okay. Right?
All right. Right.
Jay, happy?
Right. Thank you, Sachin.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here for celebrating the 11th anniversary of BMW Plant Chennai. There are 3 things that are happening now. We'd like to invite you for the factory tour which is happening. Kindly register yourself for the factory tour and please feel free to go inside. In the factory tour, you can take photographs inside at the pre-designated areas. We also will take requests for interviews with Mr. Vikram Pava and Mr. Joachim Stallkamp, MD of BMW Plant Chennai. Kindly give the request to Mr. Richa Sharma, who is going to be at the plant tour site. Thank you so much.